A very good morning to you all. I know my intro is missing. It's because I'm redoing it. Yes, once more. I've got a good idea now, but it's going to take me a while. Speaking of being patient, you cheated, you read the title, you know I'm talking about exercise, and I'm going to talk about patience because of exercise. Let me explain. I am going to put below here right about now. Look at that. 7 days in a row where I met my goals. My goals are the World Health Organization heart points, make that the right amount for 7 days, which I met, and 6,000 steps. I chose that because it was difficult and out of reach. 6,000 steps every single day. And I've been trying to meet that goal for well over 6 months now. I installed Google Fit about 6 months ago, maybe seven. Excuse me, and I used to have that goal long time ago. Never really, out of all the times I've tried, and it's been years, I've never hit it, 7 days in a row. I How'd I do it? Just by perseverance. I've been busy. I'm making sure I walk a little extra in the morning when I go see my son at the bus stop. I walk a little further when I go pick him up at his house. We take a few extra blocks coming home. Uh, and as well, on top of that, I have added cycling. Now, I'm not going to pat myself on the back big on that because I'm not doing much. I can't do much, and it's hurting. I'm on day five of exercise bike riding, and what I've said is I will match what Pasha does. And the first day he only did 5 minutes. He's up to 10, and 5 minutes was a little difficult for me. 10 was hard. My back's a little sore today, and the inside of my thighs is quite sore. But I'm not going to stop uh, unless I cause pain. Like sore from working out is okay. Sore, I can't walk. Well, then I have to rethink if I keep matching what Pasha can do. Because Pasha's goal is to increase slightly every single day a few more minutes and burn a few more calories. So it's been fun. And why am I pushing this? Well, mostly the walking, because for fibromyalgic, soft, careful exercise is the best. And I am getting more energy and I am starting to sleep better. The more I wouldn't say push myself. I've I've done this video a few times and I've said, push yourself. You know you can do it. And then I go too far and then I hurt myself and then I'm not doing it for days and days. So it's a progress. And that's what I mean by patience is I didn't push myself. I could have easily said this week I'm going to meet it 7 days in a row and I could force it. Why I'm happy is this was the first time that it was 85-90% natural to meet those goals. If I can get a couple more weeks like that, I'm going to raise the goal to 7,000 steps. And why do I have the goals? I suggested to my son that he get Google Fit, and he said, that's okay, Dad. But by having it on there, it reminds me every day, hey, you're close to your goal. It throws me a few reminders every once in a while. And it creates a situation where if you want to be lazy, you can be, but you're reminded that you're being lazy and maybe you won't. Last night, I looked at it and I had 6 days in a row of meeting my goals, but it was evening and I did not meet 6,000 steps yesterday. I had 5,400, 5,500, and it was evening. It was already dark outside, and I thought, you know what, Gord? You need to finally make that a reality. So I got on my clothes and I went for about a 4 block round trip walk in the cold. It was really refreshing. It was really nice. And I slept well last night. Not perfect, but I slept well. And that is such a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So, folks, I gotta tell you, when I first started my walking, I'll be very honest, I was in the old place. When I first started my walking, I could not make a full city block round trip. That would, so maybe 600, 700 steps. I was sore, it hurt, and I only did it 3 days a week. And then I got up to 5 days a week, and then I went 2 blocks. And that wasn't like one day after the other that I kept increasing. That was like weeks in between. When I felt I could go a little further, I would go a little further. And sometimes I'd go even that little further, I'd hurt, and I'd say, no, today wasn't the day to increase. So I didn't pick 6,000 right off the bat. If you're going to start a walking exercise, do it slowly and see how you feel. Do just a block around your house once a day, maybe once every 2 days for the first week, and just the block, and see how you feel. How does it feel? If there's no pain after a week of doing it 3 or 4 times, then judge from there how you increase, and go up slow, nice and slow. Look after yourself. This is to improve yourself, not to cause pain. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. Some of us just can't. Friends, I feel excited about this, but I've got to get myself prepared to go meet my son. He's taking a big step today. He told me, Dad, I don't want you to meet me at my house. I want you to meet me at the bus stop. I'm going to cross that street. I'll be across the street. I'll be watching. But he wants to regain that control. And that's a big thing. That's a big step. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Peace.